Hey everyone, this is Laurie Delk Radecki, and tonight I am going to talk to you about turning rejection into redirection. So, it's a topic that every successful person must master if they truly want to grow in business and in life. So, once again, turning rejection into redirection. Because, if you stay in business long enough, if you build long enough, if you dream big long enough, rejection is going to happen. It happens to all of us. It happens to everybody who's the top leaders. It happens to the millionaires, the billionaires. It happens to everybody. People are going to say no. Sometimes people might ignore you. Sometimes they might leave you on red. Sometimes people will watch your stories but never respond. And some people will judge you. And some people will misunderstand you. Some people will reject the opportunity. And some people may even reject you. But here's the truth: rejection is not your enemy. And many times, rejection is actually your teacher. Many times, rejection is simply just redirection towards something better. So, if you're hearing no's, congratulations. There's one of my favorite books, Go for No. And it talks about just going for as many no's as you can because every no you get is on your way to a yes, right? And there's stories about Kentucky Fried Chicken, and they got no's all the time for many years till finally got a yes. Same thing with Amazon starting in the garage, and they got no's from all the people investing except for two. And so different stories of all kinds of businesses and successful people, they get no's. So if you're hearing no's, congratulations, because that means at least you're asking. You're reaching out. You're stretching yourself. You're doing what many people are already too afraid to do. So that's a huge step forward. The only people that are never rejected are the people that aren't trying. So instead of seeing rejection as a failure, start seeing rejection as evidence of taking action. Because every no means you're in the game. And every no means you're one step closer to the right yes. There's another training I do with a deck of cards, and there's 52 cards in the deck, right? And only four aces. And so every person that you talk to and every person that you sign up will be one of those numbers. So a lot of times, 52 people, you're only going to get four aces in that deck. So keep talking. But every ignored message means that you're building courage, you're building that consistency, and you're building confidence. Because the more you do it and the more you talk about it, the more confident you'll become and you'll get. Success doesn't come from avoiding rejection. It comes from being stronger because of it. So don't make it personal. That's one of the biggest mistakes people make in any business is taking rejection personally. Don't take it personal. When the waitress asks you, "Do you want coffee after dinner?" Do you think that waitress takes it personal that you said no? Or if they ask if you want an alcoholic drink with dinner, we always say no to that. And do you think they take it personal? No. Just, a lot of times people think if someone says no, they think I'm not good enough, or I'm bad at this, or people don't like me, or I'll never succeed, or maybe I should quit. But do you think like the waitress thinks any of those things when you say no to them? Of course not. Most rejection has very little to do with you. People, a lot of times, they say no because the timing's wrong, or they're broke, or they're distracted, or they've been burned before, or they don't have enough information to understand it yet, or maybe they're scared to change, or maybe they lack the vision. Maybe they're simply overwhelmed and they don't want anything else on their plate. Sometimes they are rejecting simply the idea, not you. Sometimes they're rejecting where they are at mentally, not you. And sometimes they're rejecting because they're not ready. So don't internalize the no's. You are valuable. You are capable. You are still called, and you are still enough. So remember that. And just remember that redirection means that there's something better. Like, have you ever wanted one person to join your team so badly and they said no? I've had that happen before. And I've been doing this for over 40 years. But the thing is, something or someone later, even better, a lot of times comes along. Have you ever lost a customer, but then you gained five more? Or have you ever had a closed door that later made sense? We've had that. We've had that in this house that we built. We wanted to build a different house by a different builder, and we kept getting closed doors and we were getting aggravated. When we came across this one and we knew that God was in this one, we realized it was a better door. We love this house so much more. We love the plot that we are on so much more than the one that we were trying to get. That's redirection. Sometimes we get attached to one person, one deal, one outcome, but God, life, timing, something may be better waiting. That no might be protecting you, or that delay might be developing you, or that disappointment might be positioning you, and that redirection might be redirecting you. So, what if the thing that you cried over was the very thing that was blocking your next level? Think about that. And so then also think about asking better questions. Like, whenever rejection happens, don't ask, why does this always happen to me? But ask, what can I learn from this? Or how can I improve my next approach? Or what skill do I need next? Who else needs what I have? Or where am I being redirected? Because people who win, they ask empowering questions like that. Victims ask limiting questions. So, do you want to be a winner or do you want to be a victim? The quality of your future is tied to the quality of your questions. So, when rejection comes, be curious, not crushed. And just build rejection endurance. Because, like I said, every top earner, every top leader, every top entrepreneur, they have one skill, and that's emotional endurance. They can hear no without quitting. And they can lose a prospect without losing momentum. They can also be disappointed without becoming discouraged because they know that one no literally means nothing. 10 no's means nothing. 100 no's means nothing, especially if you keep going. Same thing for me doing this over 40 years, I've heard lots of no's, but one yes can change everything. One leader can shift your business. And one customer could become your next raving fan. And one opportunity could open a floodgate. So don't stop because of temporary rejection. And so, what I want you to think about is set a goal for some no's. So instead of chasing yeses, chase 10 no's. See if you can get 10 no's this week. Because if you collect enough no's, those yeses are going to show up naturally. And remember to detach emotionally. Your job is to invite, to share, to follow up, and then release the outcome because that doesn't matter. That's not your job. That's their job to decide. Your job is just planting the seeds, not forcing the harvest. And then improve yourself daily. Study about communication and how to communicate better. Study about your posture and study leadership. I can tell you, I read about a book a week before everything went online for over 30 years. A book a week, learning business stuff, studying all the time. Now, with all the stuff online, books, I still love books in person, but I have books online, I have listened to podcasts, all the things. I am always studying. And with that rejection can also increase your skill set. But the thing is to stay in motion, being active. Momentum beats mood. And even if one person says no, still message the next person or call the next person or text the next person. However, you're doing it, keep moving forward. And remember to celebrate your courage. Remember to reward yourself for the action, not the outcomes, because the outcomes are on the other person. The action is on you. So reward yourself that you took the action, because that's how confidence grows. And the people that are winning today are not the people who never get rejected. They're the people who refuse to let rejection define them. They turn their pain into power, and they turn setbacks into setups, and they turn rejection into redirection. And the best part of it is you can do that too. So that person that ignored you, redirect it. The customer who canceled, redirect it. That leader that you counted on that quit your team, redirection. That door that closed, redirection. Keep walking, keep talking, keep sharing, keep believing, and keep building because the right people are coming and the right doors are opening and the right season is ahead. And sometimes the greatest blessing begins with a no. I could tell you so much more on our house story and how much we got frustrated with the no's we kept getting when we knew that we thought we knew that that was what we wanted. And we didn't understand why we were getting no's when, we had enough money, we had enough credit, we had all the things. But it was because God was closing those doors for us. And thankfully, He was patient with us and we got this house because we love, like I said, we love this house better. We love the builder better. We love our plot better. So many things was such a blessing walking through that. And so I want to challenge every single one of you. When rejection happens this week, don't say, why me? But say, where am I being redirected? Because that simple mindset shift can literally change your business and change your life. So thanks for tuning in to Laurie's Lessons, and we will see you next Monday night. Thanks, everyone. Share this with a friend if you'd like, and you can see all my other ones on all my social media channels.